Yo, YouTube, what's up? And welcome to another VOD review. This VOD review, we have somebody from the West server. Just FYI, there's actually not gonna be that many VOD reviews while I'm gone. It's because I see that most people like gameplays more than VOD reviews, so I just recorded more gameplays, which is actually much more work for me than doing a VOD review, because I'm not gonna have 5 videos a week anyways for the time I'm on vacation, so I might as well just record whatever you guys wanna see. But I'm still gonna squeeze in some VOD reviews because there is just so many and so many people actually wrote me about it, so here we are, man. This guy's actually doing very well on UDYR. He is mainly playing AD UDYR. His AD UDYR is much better than his Phoenix UDYR, it seems, even though his Phoenix UDYR is really good too. But this is kind of what I expect an AD UDYR player mixing Phoenix into the mix to look like. Because if you're AD UDYR, you are much more used to just having control of the steering wheel, let's say. But if you're Phoenix, you have way more... You have a bigger impact on the game, but your impact relies way more on what your team does compared to when you play AD, where you have a smaller impact on the game, but everything you do benefits you directly and is completely not team reliant, usually, right? Okay. So this guy's obviously cooking. He has a 68% win rate, all great stats. This is all perfect. Like, even if you guys have a 50% win rate, which is very unlikely if you have stats like this. Actually, let me turn off my fan. Sorry. Let me just turn it off for like a bit until I'm getting too hot again. Even if you were like silver and had a 50% win rate with these stats, which probably would not be the case, this is like perfect. He has low deaths, he has good KP in general, and he has good CS per minute. Like 7. If you have 7, you're good in my opinion. If you have anything under 7, you're ganking too much. There's always something you can look at yourself. Now the gameplay I wanna jump into is this one. Let me download this one real quick. It's the 5.7 gameplay, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We're gonna hop right into it. But before we do that, I'm just letting the game load in the background. I want to see your setup real quick. Your setup for Phoenix is probably standard, because I'm so bored of it. I'm sorry that I have to throw my opinion in the mix here, but I'm so bored of playing Phoenix. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so bored of running up, pressing R and walking out. I'm so bored. I wish UDYR would be a microwave again, I'm not gonna lie. But your setup seems to be quite standard. Liandry's into full tank, which is really good. But you should also consider, I see they have a lot of melee champions on the enemy team. You could have easily squeezed in a Rift Maker here. They are all going to be standing in your R too, so you might as well just make use of all the damage amp you can get. In my opinion, that's how I play. I don't even think it's an opinion at this point. I don't think that, especially with 2 ADCs in your team and like a mid laner that is probably going to build more tank than AP. Well, he went AP, but let's be honest, this is a Galio. Let's be real, he has Rift Maker and Zonius. This guy is not going to be the AP carry. I think you could have squeezed in a Rift Maker here, like something like... I like the boot choice, Liandry's, DMP, the boots are fine, then Rift Maker. And honestly, they don't have, like, I don't know why you would even build this. Who in their team is gonna deal AP damage, please? This guy has a Liandry's, but, I mean, the way you play AP UDYR is you're not even really frontlining that much. So, I think you could have easily just not built this and had, like, Liandry's DMP Rift Maker. The runes are probably gonna be good. There's no way that the player that, yeah, this is all perfect. There's no way that a player that has these stats is gonna have bad runes, guys. This just doesn't exist. Okay, gameplay. We have good stats, but we lose a lot of AP games. Considerable amount of AP games. For a player like this guy's like winning almost all his AD games, right? And Diamond 2, EOS Diamond 2 is not Mickey Mouse Elo. So the first thing I don't like is I wouldn't even stand here. Right, because enemy team can walk up here, put a ward down without you having any control. Optimally, early game, every entrance is covered and you get to full clear and somebody gets a ward in either side of his jungle, so you can track where he goes towards. That is like optimal. And aiding is the most suboptimal thing you can do on UDYR. Let's speed this puppy up a little bit. You're gonna path into Phileas. No, you are not. You warded. No, you didn't ward. You just checked if he's on your chickens, I guess. I wouldn't think that Zach would ever do a cheesy start like this, but better safe than sorry. It's not like you lost anything. Normal clear here. There's not much gonna happen here. Who's gonna die here? I feel he's gonna get ganked by Zach. That's interesting. But I mean, truthfully, there isn't much you can do about this. Because... No, wait, the Felix gets a kill. I'm a fucking goof, guys. It doesn't show. Never mind. I'm not goofy. I think you can always skip red buff if you want to do a full clear. So yeah, this is just unpredictable, but you can punish his jungle here. You can at least take one camp. Their bot lane goes back here too. See, this is trolling. I don't even know what benefit. Like, look how far you are away from this play. You could, like, just think about it like this, bro. You could just say, okay, the wave is pushed in, they are gone, right? I can at least attempt to take this. And if they walk up here, I can still walk to this play. They are in a 2v1 right now. Garen doesn't have ult. Do they need you? Realistically? No. Unless they completely grieve every spell they have in their kit. Right, and now they just walk out. Now you wasted a few seconds walking there. Like, with UDYR, you have to be very, very strict with yourself. This is not bad, though. You got the blue buff. It's fine. If you just walk out here, that's fine, but... you held on to flash way too long. But I mean, a player like you will probably know what went wrong there, even if you just look at the VOD without me saying anything. I'm sure you could just look at it and be like, hey, I wasted seconds walking to mid lane, then I walked into the blue buff, I didn't get the blue buff, I missed smite, which is okay, it happens, and then I walked here into my Lucian, and I held my flash for way too long, right? I mean, I'm sure that you can figure that out yourself, but I like that you still instantly go for another aggressive play, right? We don't have vision on the Zac here, but you can always assume, well, he's bot side, his camps are up bot side, right? I would even be greedy enough to take his Crux here, I'm not gonna lie. But it's fine not to. It is totally fine not to here. We do another clear, the grubs are gonna spawn very, very soon. What you could do here is... Oops, a little oopsie. What you could do here is just do chickens into grubs. Like, I don't really understand this. I guess you want to push it out with him safely. Actually, I don't mind this if you instantly play for... See, that's like an issue, right? That's an issue. You would think that this guy... I don't know what type of MMR he plays. In 1 second, I can actually check. This is a Diamond 2 MMR game. Okay. You would think that in a Diamond 2 MMR game, in EU West, players wouldn't be that bad, but I can tell you that people up to 700 LP Master are gonna do shit like the Scalio just did. And then... just be completely clueless. So, me personally, unfortunately, you have to play League of Legends like a single player game. Pushing out the wave here is actually a 5-head play, because you can push in the wave and then instantly rotate to the grubs with your mid laner, and then their mid laner has to clear the wave, and you at least get 2 grubs in a potential 3v2 situation. But your mid laner is Pepega, so you do this good play with good intentions, but it's a team-dependent play. Don't make yourself any more team-dependent than you have to. Personally, I would have just taken chickens and then looked for something. Doing dragon here is fine. Like, you don't really lose anything by skipping Crux. You can even do dragon instant back and then full clear and take the Crux on the next clear. I think that's probably better than walking than taking them delayed. Unless you get to play bot side. Yeah, this seems like a decent play, at least summoner spell, right? Okay, Galio wastes his ult. I will not push this, it's a waste of time. They only have Jinx on the map right now. We can see Garen. It's not like Jinx is just gonna 2v1. Zek didn't punish you, which is good. Again, you would think that in this elo, the Zek would just take his topside camps, but he just decides to gank the Aphelios. Guys, I'm so sick of and tired of people picking ADC lane. Because these people don't understand how vulnerable these picks are, right? They're so strong, but you have to be really good at fundamentals in League of Legends. You have to be good at jungle tracking, warding, positioning, wave management, just so you don't die. You don't, like, as a laner, you don't want to be a burden to your jungler, right? The meta has shifted a lot recently. We went from, as a jungler, you don't want to be a burden to your team, to, as a team, you don't want to be a burden to your jungle. If, like, I don't really know what happened here. Hold up. Let's go back one more 15 seconds so we can actually see what happens. So you walk up. I think he's probably going to be team diff, you know. He flashes. By the way, I'm getting so angry looking at this, Riot. Like, how the fuck do we have champions like Jhin with an uncancelable range windup, but UDYR's auto attack should not be flashable, but it's constantly flashable because it's just a buggy auto attack. Look at this. He should be stunned. He should finish his flash, but be stunned here. You have approach, he would catch his targets way faster. Why is UDYR in such a mess? Look how deep his auto attack animation was. It actually makes me angry looking at this. What a lazy company, bro. Before anybody nerd emojis me in the comment sections, yes, UDYR's E has even worked before the rework with an uncancelable windup, meaning if you channel your E and you are in your E auto attack stun animation and the enemy flashes, they're gonna finish their blink or flash, but they're still gonna get stunned. It's a complete bug that this only works 50% on the time on the new UDYR, and it's because they coded UDYR's E auto attack like an ability animation or something. It's not an auto attack animation, I guarantee you. Anyways, now he gets the stun. He drops his R2 here. What the... Hold on, I'm kind of confused that even happened here. So, I need to see what Lucian does here. Lucian has flash and barrier up. Okay, well, no, that's just an unlucky fight, I guess. Honestly, it's not bad, man. It's kind of cringe and unlucky. If UDYR wasn't a buggy mess, he would have killed Alistar way faster there, by the way. But yeah, where was I at? So, League of Legends has shifted. If you are a good laner for your jungler, even a mediocre jungler can completely carry the shit out of every game. Right? You have to think of a jungler as an ADC when it comes to agency. Right? In a weird way, you can unlock a jungler's agency to a degree where the enemy team can't do anything, even for a mediocre jungler. It's the same for like an ADC, right? If you're like a mediocre ADC, but you have an amazing team, and you get to DPS even if you don't position perfectly, you're gonna do a lot. It's the same for a jungler. So the meta really has shifted. You don't want to be a burden to your team. So you get that here. I would just hit him, yeah. Nice little combo you did there with the mid laner, you get the flash. That's perfect. Now, in theory, you have nothing to lose here if you just walk into his top side. You have nothing to lose. Your camps are gonna respawn. No, hold up. You cleared like this. Boom, 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 right? If you walk here right now, even if you have gold for item, if you walk here right now, you can take his top side for free, 100% guaranteed. We know where Yasuo walked. He doesn't have flash. He's half HP. Right? We see Garen on the map. Alistar could be here. Zek is dead for seconds. You could definitely cook something here, but going back is the safe option. Not a bad play. Let me just say this. It's not a bad play. And in the heat of the moment, you can't always read the map like I'm talking here in a VOD review, but it's just like something to keep in mind. Guys, fan comes back on. It's too hot, y'all. I'm melting here. You do a little push here. Now you look top, so that's also really good. I mean, if Zek is like an efficient jungler, of course this wouldn't work, but Zek is just a spam ganker. Which works, unfortunately. It's the state of League, honestly. Again, rank really got diluted a lot, right? I don't even want to get into it, guys. I don't even want to get in a ranting yap session. I don't even want to get into Boomer League rant session, but all I want to say here is that what really makes a good laner nowadays, in my opinion, is somebody who can track the enemy jungler and doesn't... somebody who's a stable laner, you know what I mean? Somebody who doesn't keep on dying to the most random ganks. If Zac does random ganks the entire game, and your bot then even just uses sums or plays for a gank, right? You never see... Hold up. Because I'm yapping. I have to get this off my chest, guys. I have to get this off my chest. But you never see a laner understand the concept of absorbing jungle pressure, right? If you play bot side and you miss some minions, but as an exchange, as a trade for missing a few minions, so a little bit of XP or like very, very, very slight lane dominance, right? As an exchange, you waste Zac's entire time and your jungler gets to farm this. If there would be that level of a laner to jungler synergy, jungle would be a much different role. Because this is optimal. If Zac ganks, which he did the entire game, and your bot lane wards accordingly, and your bot lane plays for, hey, my UDYR is not here right now, I should actually play safe, the game would be so much better, because what happens here is Zac only gets these ganks off because your laners just don't give a shit about jungle. Anyways, sorry for the rant, guys. So, let's see what happens here. Your Lucian is chilling here, your Galio is chilling here. These two should take at least a lot of damage. Lucian is trying to DPS here, but... See, now it's annoying a bit. I have to say. So here he plays well. You're just like, I can't even really talk about what UDYR does here, sorry guys, because homie is just doing his best, right? So Lucian's gonna get eat here. You actually smite Yasuo smart. I think you did. Right? Now he has no threat. Zac doesn't have E. He doesn't have ult. Is he gonna flash? Is he gonna flash W auto attack him? Probably not. His lifesteal would probably even keep him alive then. Why is he not just auto attacking once? I mean, there's a wind wall, but he would hit Zac at least. Wind wall is gone. Why doesn't he walk up right now and just kill Alistar? If you guys lose this fight right now, it's just 100% this guy's fault. Why is he hitting Zac? Kill Alistar. Like, this guy's just gonna die AoE. Why do you force the Jinx? Like, this is so cringy. I hate when ADCs do that. Like, just know when you get to DPS. I really kind of want to make a video. Guys, tell me if you're interested. Hold up. If you want to guys... If you guys want to tell me if you're interested, you should join my Discord, by the way, link in the description. Because even though I really appreciate you guys commenting on these videos right now, I'm not going to be able to read so many comments and not answer to them because I'm not home for a month. So, quite honestly, did you have to die there? So your Lucian gets... This is so aggravating. Like, your Lucian doesn't DPS in a team fight correctly, right? And I hate to, like, point fingers here, but it really is just... ADCs are just so bad sometimes. He doesn't DPS when he doesn't have threat. But then when everybody has abilities up and they're obviously still in the area, he just walks up for 3 minions and dies? Like, get out, man. That's so cringy. You didn't have to die. What you should just do, if you see your ADC just walk, you just let him fucking get cooked at this point. Like, maybe next time he's gonna do a little bit better. So now Jinx is already a huge problem. So far, I have to say, you didn't play this perfect. But even if you played this perfect, I think this game is not about jungle right now. Yeah, I mean, what can you do about that? You can maybe pray to the good Lord that he gives Prom like a few more IQ cells than Alistar, but other than that, you're just cooked. You can kill Folkley here. No, we're going for Drake. Your team is so scared that your enemy ADC is in perfect position to just cook you guys here. But she doesn't, because she's an ADC player! I'm sorry, guys. My ADC hate is coming through. Holy shit, your ADC did so much this fight, though. He acted as a ward in River. Congratulations, Lucian. Good that you have 7 kills, man. Your gold to damage conversion as an ADC must be really great, bro. Okay. I have to say, you did some mistakes again this game. Like I talked about earlier, with taking enemy top sides and the blue buff play, etc, etc. But right now, the game is not so much about you. But again, we're still gonna focus on what you can do better. I think you could have just ignored this entire play and just full cleared earlier. Now Lucian is gonna full clear for you, which is of course crazy. So the only thing Lucian has hit in the last 8 minutes is your jungle camps. That's crazy. Maybe you can build an item from it, or then it could be worth. Oh no, hold up, actually. Hold up, I'm an ADC. I have 900 gold in my pocket right now. I don't know exactly what he's trying to build here. What is he trying to build even? Anyways. Let me go bot lane and die to the Garen. And we saw him for 50 years. Bro! This is turning into illusion fucking VOD review. Bro, how? Like, what is he thinking? I'm so sorry, but I'm just shocked, bro. This makes me not want to queue, ever. So, look at this, right? He pushes this, you can see him. You can see him. Look. This is Lucian POV right now. Let me take enemy by jungle camps. You can see that he just pushed this right. Do you think he just, because he don't see him, he's just zapped to the base right now? In this time where Lucian walks here, he is, even if he channeled his back, he would have seen this minion and cancelled. Bro, you need to go to jail, Lucian. Holy shit. That is embarrassing. That shit gives me anxiety to queue up for League, I'm not gonna lie. Again, there's still things we can improve on, right? Efficiency. Efficiency. Being very strict with yourself on OD is really important. And Lucian pings his team, bro. I wanna puke. These should be captured by the fucking Interpol police. Go into fucking federal prison, bro. That's how bad he plays. It's a criminal. Did Lucian just die again? Wait, bro, wait, but how, man? You know what League has to implement actually in the game? I'm so sorry that your VOD review is so trash, by the way. How do you say your name? Kippen Tafaba. Surely not a bot account, by the way, buddy. The reason why, no, the thing Riot should actually implement with the League of Legends is just a fucking elo deportation. If you play as bad as this Lucian, you should just be deported down a tier, bro. Sorry, Lucian, I know somehow you made it here, but you have to get deported back to fucking Emerald, bro. Try again. Maybe next time you're gonna bring the skill set to actually do what an ADC is supposed to do in this game with a lead. Because this is crazy. Bro's cooking. Let's go back to UDYR, guys. I'm so sorry, but like this is the type of shit that makes me never want to be a team player, you know? Who can he play for right now? He has an inting ADC top laner that never even probably picked ADC. Right? That's like the meta right now. Oh, I have the shit ADC player on my lane. Oopsie daisy. Well, I guess my ADC laner doesn't know how to position ward or do anything, so he's just gonna die to Zac. Well, we could just easily win from mid game. Then he has a Galio who's completely confused about probably fucking Joe Biden on Galio. Then he has Braum and Lucian who has been doing, like, who did nothing this entire game except walk out of lane and die on repeat and get out DPS'd and out CC'd by the enemy bot lane. How can you play this as a team player, right? And I hate to say this, but like, you also have to be realistic with yourself, bro. Like, bro's low-key cooking right now. Brom is just missing everything. Joe Biden fucking crossed-eyed player, man. Hey, you're trying, bro. I know the feeling. I know the feeling of getting shutdowns, but knowing that the game is still gonna be a fucking bitch to play. Yeah, see, here personally, I would just say, you know what? Whether this guy kills me, this guy kills me, that guy kills me. Look how much damage they have, right? I'm not gonna go a defensive item here, bro. I'm just gonna go Rift Maker and say, you know what? I hope that I can drop a fat R, and I would probably go like Rift Maker, Shadow Flame Rabadons this game or something. Because in my mind, there is no way that you're gonna frontline for these Mickey Mouses. Even though technically that's your job. UDYR is also very squishy, mind you. Very squishy champion in general. So yeah, let's go back to All Vision. But man, I'm sorry, like there is not much I can, like I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. Your Lucian and your top laner and your support, Galio just needs to go to a retirement home. But your top laner and your ADC especially need to get captured by Interpol. It's Jova. Phileas is bot side. He's walking though. Right now this doesn't look like a horrible situation. If we get this, I mean he's not gonna be here. We get the Nash. Now let's see what happens. Alistar's here. Lucian is right now walking into Alistar combo. Jinx is perfect position to DPS. Okay, Lucian is out of the game. What's the Villiers doing? Holy shit, bro, your pick is insane. Crazy. Imagine picking Malphite here, right? That would be horrible. Imagine just fucking smashing Jinx's skull with a fucking boomer skill shot. That would be fucking... That would be lame, bro. I would much rather do what the cool guys in LCS do. I'm so sorry, bro. This is mainly team diffy. You could have built better, you could have done XYZ, but you probably wouldn't win this game with this type of team. Sometimes it just really is team difference, guys. Okay, Lucian did something. Freest kill in the world. That is something. I know your fucking asshole is microscopic right now because this game is horrible, but it seems like you have a chance. It's like Riot is dangling the carrot of hope in front of you right now. And you take it. You're like, yes, we can win. But you're skeptical too. Right now, you're like, can we win though? We're in a very good, in your mind, we're in a very good position right now. But can we win? Is my Aphelios gonna be a champion or a cannon minion? But yeah, full AP would have been way more. I think with full AP, you actually had a chance to win this. Like, imagine your R ult here with Riftmaker stacked and Liandry stacked, bro. One of them would have died. Whether you have like the fucking little magic resistance wouldn't have made a difference here. Somebody would have died. 100%. That's why, like, when you're behind, guys, when you are behind, in most situations, going full tank is worthless. Damage outscales tank stats because there is way too much anti-tank mechanics in the game. Champions aren't really tanky in general. UDYR especially is very squishy, right? UDYR is a squishy champion. We have enchanter level base HP. The only thing you have to do in the game is play UDYR, build tank items, and look at somebody who builds, like, off tank. You're literally gonna be squishy. Like, Braum is bowling on UDYR right now almost with his HP, right? He's a fucking support. And UDYR has like 3 tank items, so just keep that in mind. UDYR is extremely squishy, and if you build tank stats, that's usually just so you don't die with the lead you have. If you're behind, having more damage means that you have a higher chance of actually having just a random flip fight and winning it. Right? Like the one under the turret. Being tanky is in theory good because you can just meat shield for your team, but UDYR is the squishiest meat shield, bro. He's thin as a schnitzel. No way you can be a good meat shield. Okay, still cookable though. Right now, you're actually in a position where your top laner has 3 items, your ADC has 4 items, your Galio is tanky enough with Zonias to actually combo, and your Braum just has to be a human and hit, like, his spells. And you can win. But it's gonna be hard as fuck, because the enemy team has Exodia team comp, and it just takes one misstep from your team to lose. Me, personally, I would just try to force something with Galio. I would just look for, like, a hard force on somebody. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. Now Lucian can DPS. No, he can't. Garen is on him. Oh, right, we have Malphite top lane. I mean, Aphelios, who is just perma side lane doing nothing. Right. He got 2 auto attacks then. Not bad. If you guys don't die right now, you guys should probably not play aggressive here. I am not gonna lie. Frontline is not really frontline right now. Just go back and hold. We go in. I don't really understand what we are doing right now. We just be here and exist. You guys can't contest anything like that. I would just go back, bro. I mean, sure, you can take his top side. That's third dragon for them. It's just like sad, man. I don't think you play it perfect. I don't think you build perfect. I don't think you have the perfect mindset. But I don't think that you would win this game if you did. Okay, I think actually, hold up. Let me take this back. I think you would actually win this game much easier if you had more damage, because then you don't depend that much on your team. Also, most players are like really, let me say, ooga booga. Right, they see UDYR deal a lot of damage and get motivation to go in. It's like an indicator, it's a tool of communication almost. They get the Nash here, that's good. Jinx didn't even bother to ult. We walk up here, your team takes the fight. That is not bad. Guys, hold up, this is winnable. I wonder how you lose this game. If you play it well now, you can just end. This must be a tilting. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't drop my R2 here, because then it blocks you out of auto attacking the turret. I would just do W2 here. So I'm full HP. Aha. That's how we lose. I don't think you played that too well, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, R2ing here is just bad. You could even Q2 just to take the turret faster. Or just think best thing here is just to keep your passive for if they engage on your backline. Right, like, imagine you had passive right now and played for your ADCs. But also I have to say, what are your 2 range champions doing right now, bro? Can you hit the turret? These guys are trying to fucking A-ram. Yeah, no. Again, having R2 here would be amazing. Which is definitely an option on your part. I think you could have just... I think you built too safe on tank, man. That's probably gonna conclude the game. But it was also like your top lane and ADC just played like fucking shit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, it's Jova. Well, the 2 things I can tell you that you could have done much better this game is simply focus a little bit more on damage when you are behind. There's really realistically not a way you're gonna be tanky when they have like 3 champions that have all anti-tank mechanics. Like, even technically, even the Zac has anti-tank mechanics with his max HP damage, right? So if you went more damage here, I'm pretty sure you would have won at least half of the fights you lost after your 3rd item, and you could have probably carried this game, I'm not gonna lie. Another thing is, in the early game, you have to be a little bit more efficient with what you do. It seems like you do not a lot of dicking around, but you do just enough dicking around so that you can't consistently win these Phoenix games in Diamond, right? Like, you just do enough dicking around so that is the case. But you do pretty well overall. Even if you lose these games, you're still gonna climb through Master. At least if you keep up this pace, I would say you're gonna hit 150, 200 LP easily on this account. 100, maybe 150, 200, something. You're gonna park this puppy right around this elo. But yeah, I would definitely recommend to you build more damage, become less team reliant. The play that you did in mid lane where you pushed with Galio, great idea, right? If Galio is a human being, that is like a game-changing play that you did. But you have to consider that in order to do this play, you give up on yourself by not taking your chickens / Crux, or taking chickens and then rotate for grubs and just force your mid laner to lose the CS, right? And you invested into Galio, who just imps. Who's just Joe Biden, retirement home level, crossed-eyed type of player, man. Like, that is the issue. I think you played well this game. And I think you played well enough for Diamond 2 to win this game. But as soon as you have bad teammates that don't know what to do with the front line, the cookie crumbles, man. The cookie really crumbles. I would have went way harder into AP. UDYR is an amazing pseudo mage, man. They engage on you, especially with a team comp like this. Like, think about it like this, right? You just stand on your backline. You stand on your backline with the AP build. They want to engage. These 2 or 3 people are all stacked on top of each other, right? And you just get the fattest R in the universe on them. And they lose like all the HP from your R. So that Lucian maybe only has to auto-attack once or twice, or he has to auto-attack once or twice and they're all dead. That is much more valuable than you being tanky. Quote-unquote, UDYR again has super bad tank stats, so he is not very tanky even if you build tanky. Usually you build tanky because you're ahead and you don't want to die. You want to have more leeway to make mistakes. But if you are behind, if you die or not doesn't really matter anymore, right? You're playing to punish enemy mistakes. So in my opinion, you could have easily went Riftmaker 30 and did more damage, even Shadow. Like, you could have probably like cooked for like a full AP build. You could have done something like Liandry's, DMP, Abyssal Mask, kind of massive here. They have 4 melee champions right after Riftmaker. And then last item, you could have went Shadow Flame or Rabadons. I don't know. You probably don't have enough AP for Rabadons, but something like that. And I think this game would have been winnable. But again, I will have to say that it's criminal how bad your top and mid ADC played, and it's kind of crazy how confused your mid lane and support were. Like, you basically just had Joe Biden, and 2 criminals in your team. Anyways, man, I hope that helped you. I hope that helped whoever watched this VOD review. Join the Discord if you want to hang out and talk to me. I'm still available on there for the next month. And then when I come back from my break, we can do more VOD reviews and more fun stuff. I actually have some fun ideas for UDYR. I hope till then the split should end, right? I don't know, guys. Anyways, join the Discord, like, subscribe, and see you guys on the next VOD review. Peace.